Hello YouTubers out there, this is Jerry at the Movies with your host, Jerry Saravia. So today I saw the teaser trailer for Evil Dead, which is a remake of the original Evil Dead by Sam-Raimi, director Sam-Raimi, that starred Bruce-Campbell as Ash. This film is coming out in 2013. Now, before I discuss the trailer, I wanted to mention that I saw a video with director Sam Raimi, where he discusses why he felt the need to do an Evil Dead remake. And this was 3 years ago, so it was around the time that he started doing a press tour for Drag Me to Hell. Now, what was interesting is that he said that the Evil Dead movie itself, the original, could have been better acted, it needed this, it needed that, it wasn't sophisticated enough, or it could have been better made than the way they chose to make it. Because of the low budget and everything else, which I think helped the film, to be honest with you. I mean, I love Evil Dead. That and Evil Dead 2 are terrific movies. Army of Darkness is more of a comedy, but, you know, that's neither here or there. It still has the quintessential Ash moments that we all love. So I was a bit surprised, but then again, I know even Bruce Campbell, who's very critical of his own work too, thought, well, not the most terrific acting either. If you listen to the commentary track for Evil Dead on DVD, I think just Evil Dead exists in so many DVD versions, it's not even funny. But one of the official versions, let's say, Bruce Campbell does a commentary track, and he's hilarious. It's always fun to listen to him anyway. So, but I love Evil Dead. So now I watched this trailer, and two things come to mind. Number one, this might just I can't believe I'm saying this. I'm very critical of remakes in general. You know, there are at least two that I heard about now within the last year that are coming out. Carrie is being remade for the second time. It was already remade as a TV movie, became a Broadway musical, blah blah blah. It's an adaptation. I don't think that's as bad, but the original by Brian De Palma is definitive to me. But that's coming out in 2013. And also in 2013, in January, is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre in 3D. I'd really like to know who thought that that needed to really be done. The original was the best. But anyway, so when I'm discussing remakes, and I see these trailers, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, for example, is just... there are no words to describe it. I don't understand the existence of this movie. But Evil Dead, I gotta tell you, I watched this trailer, and it may be just the way it was edited, because of course I can't review the final product. It looks like it might be pretty damn good. That's my honest assessment. But again, it's just a trailer. It looks like it's much gorier. But then the first Evil Dead was fairly gory too. It looks like it's going to be very intense, and from what I understand, it's slightly different from the original Evil Dead. Also, there's no Ash in this film. And that would be the one complaint I have, is that I looked at these young actors in this Evil Dead trailer, and not one character really seemed to do anything for me. Either devoid of personality, or, again, it's about a minute and a half, so you can only get so much, but there's no one that stands out from this cast. But Bruce Campbell as Ash, I mean, let's be honest here, he makes those Evil Dead films work, because we care about him. We also want him to survive. We wonder if he's only seeing things that are not really there, particularly in Evil Dead 2. You know, he even chops off his own hand. I mean, you know, it's grisly, but it was done with tongue-in-cheek and humor, and also rather horrific at the same time. It was, you know, those films are relentless. So it looks like this remake amps up the relentlessness, but there's not a single character that stood out for me. It doesn't look like they have anyone that's really trying to be Ash, which is fine. I mean, there can only be one Ash. But what would have been so horrible to bring back Bruce-Campbell? But then again, you know, instead of doing a remake, why don't they just go ahead and do Evil Dead 4? Now, I think the thinking behind this is, if people turn out for this movie, if there's an audience, and it's a bit of a risk, if you think about it, because although there are fans, and those movies are cult films, I gotta tell you, a lot of horror fans that I've spoken to are not necessarily the biggest fans of those movies. Primarily maybe because of either the humor or who knows what. I don't know. But leaving that aside, it's been, Army of Darkness came out in 1993, so it's been a while since the last picture. So it's hard to tell if there is an audience for a new Evil Dead film, but then again, who knows, there might be. But couldn't they just have done a fourth movie and do away with trying to do a remake? You know, I guess that's fine. Sam Raimi has his reasons. I'm not sure they're motivated by greed, because again, this is a bit of a risk. We don't know how this is going to turn out. Maybe nobody sees it. I don't know. It's not like every horror remake is a spectacular success either. So, we'll see how it plays. I'm not disappointed with the trailer, but there's not a character that stands out for me. Again, it's just a teaser trailer, but if you've seen the trailers for the first Evil Dead, Bruce-Campbell just stood out. His chin, I mean, everything about him. He is a bigger-than-life type of personality, and perhaps that's what you need to battle these type of evil spirits and demons that are, you know, it's hard to really want to do that again and replicate it without Bruce-Campbell. I think that's my issue. I don't object to them doing a new Evil Dead film. The director, in fact, of this film is Fede Alvarez, who is from where I was born, Uruguay. And he had done a film called Ataque de Pánico, or Panic Attack, 2009 Uruguayan science fiction, short film. And that film kind of made his career, because the trailer of the film was shown on YouTube, and eventually, somehow, I guess, because goodness, Kanye West had linked it to his blog, that's what caused all the interest. So that may not be a bad choice for a director to do this type of film. But my question is, you know, do we really need an Evil Dead film without Bruce-Campbell? And, you know, you kind of need Bruce-Campbell, but we'll see. It's maybe a good movie, it may be just decent, I don't know. The other day I saw for the first time Night of the Living Dead, the 1990 remake of Night of the Living Dead, which was done for financial reasons, but was not a bad picture. I kind of enjoyed it. It caught me a little bit by surprise, and I liked Patricia Tallman in it. So, you know, this movie may or may not work. We'll see. So, but it's a decent trailer, fairly intense. We'll see. I got a tinge of hope for it. So, that's all I got to say about that. This is Jerry at the Movies with your host Jerry Saravia, signing off.